friends. My name is Cohn-Wein. I'm the executive chef at the Dallas Jewish Community Center. I, like many of you, am bored, stuck at home in quarantine, and so I figured I would take this opportunity to cook my way through some of the plethora of Jewish cookbooks that I have at my disposal here in the house, and I figured I'd invite you along for the ride. So today we're going to try making the chocolate pecan babka recipe from Yotam Ottolenghi's Jerusalem cookbook here. In the cookbook, he calls it a kranz cake. That's what they call babka in Israel. But we're gonna make babka because we're here in America. So come along for the ride. I'm a relatively recent convert to the making of babka. It took me a while to get into it for two main reasons. The first is that store-bought babka I've always found really kind of disgusting. I've always found it dry and crumbly. Have it at the Ottolenghi's after Shabbos services, and it was always kind of gross. It's the last thing that was left on the tray. The other reason is that in the more recent years, where babka has really kind of come back into fashion, babkas always end up looking like this, which just seems so gorgeous and insurmountably beautiful that you would be hard-pressed to believe that a home baker could achieve something that looks like this. And so I never thought about taking on the project just because it seemed like it was poised for failure. Thankfully, it turns out it's really easy to do, and I'm very excited to try out this new recipe for it. Okay, so something that might drive some people away. Babka is a 2-day process. You have to let the dough rise overnight. Babka dough is a very dense dough, and if you don't give it the proper amount of time to let the yeast activate and rise, you're just not going to have a really nice, light and fluffy babka. It's going to be very dense and crumbly, like we talked about before. So night one, I've got my mixing bowl full of 4 1/4 cups flour, 1/2 cup of sugar, and 2 teaspoons of yeast. I want to mention that while I'm giving you these measurements in cup measure, I actually find that, especially when it comes to baking, that weighing out the ingredients yields a much more precise result and one that you can replicate time after time after time. A cup of flour doesn't always weigh exactly the same. You're not getting the same amount of flour in every single cup. That way, if you weigh it, you're always going to get the exact same amount of flour. With cooking, it doesn't matter quite as much if you throw a little extra cilantro, like a little extra onion. It's not going to shift anything too majorly. With baking, a lot of those very specific gram weights really matter. And so while I'm talking about them in cup measure in the video, on the recipe on the page, you'll see I've included both the cup measure and the gram weight, because I really do think the gram weight is better if you can find a kitchen scale to use. One more note about the recipe. The recipe calls for superfine sugar. Superfine sugar is different than regular granulated sugar you get at the store, and it's also different from powdered sugar. Luckily for you, there are 2 options for how to achieve this sugar without having to buy this other ingredient that's going to sit in your pantry for months and months and months, and eventually your wife will yell at you for having 7 different kinds of sugar in your pantry. Sorry, Leslie. Okay, so the 2 options are A, really simply, you can ignore the fact that it's calling for superfine sugar and just use regular granulated sugar. That's totally fine. The superfine sugar does make a slightly lighter overall dough, I found, but it really doesn't matter that much. If you really want to go for the gusto, you just take some regular granulated sugar, you put it in a blender for 30 seconds, boom presto, you've got superfine sugar. It's really easy. We're going to zest 1 lemon into our dry mix, and then we're going to let that mix in a stand mixer for about 1 minute before we add any egg or water, anything liquid. The minute that any of that liquid touches the flour and begins to mix with the flour, it'll become glutinous, which will make the dough firmer. We want to try to minimize the amount of gluten formation that we can at this step. So we're going to mix ahead of time before we add any extra. You're going to let the dough mix with the dough hook on medium speed for about 3 minutes. You'll know it's done when the majority of the dry bits at the bottom of the bowl are fully incorporated into the large dough ball. At this stage, we're going to add 1/4 teaspoon of salt and 2/3 of a cup of butter. And then we're going to let the dough continue to mix for about 10 minutes. I hope you'll indulge a quick tangent, because I just want to talk about what we just did. As I mentioned, I'm a pretty novice baker. point, I've learned that there are two ways to get something really buttery creamy, a pastry, really buttery and creamy. Option one is to cream together the butter and the sugar before you added any additional ingredients. So, for instance, sugar cookies or really good chocolate chip cookies, both of them, my favorite recipe for a chocolate cookie requires that you cream together the sugar and the butter for 10 minutes before you start even remotely adding any other ingredients. The other way to make a pastry really buttery is to do something called lamination. That's where you take a finished dough that has no extra fat in it, and then roll butter into that pastry over and over again. That's how croissants are made. A lot of different things that you consider a tough pastry all are laminated. That's how you get those really thin, flaky layers. It's really delicious. It takes way too long. So I like to imagine the way that that last step came to fruition is that at some point that was a laminated dough that a Jewish grandmother at some point said, you know what, throwing it into a stand mixer is going to be much easier and achieve the same results. And whoever that was definitely right. Okay, greetings from day two. I am so pleased with the way that our dough is looking. It really has grown very nicely. Just want to be clear, you shouldn't be expecting a hollow dough rise or any really other kind of dough rise. It's a much denser dough than basically anything else I've ever let rise. And so I'm really only looking for it to grow maybe about half as large as it was to start, not even a full time twice as big. So you really, it's as long as you're seeing some amount of growth, I think you're on the right track. And I promise that as you begin to knead it, what you'll feel is that the dough has little bits of air pockets. You can see as I'm pushing down there how easily the dough kind of presses in. So that you can feel that there's been some growth. So this recipe calls for 2 loaves. So all we're going to do is just give a nice cover through the middle. If you don't have a bench scraper, which is really nice for something like this, use just like a regular kitchen knife. I'll also mention that I understand the desire to have it be really equal, but if you kind of eyeball it, it's not the end of the world. If you really want to weigh it out, you're more than welcome to. But I think even if one side is slightly bigger than the other, it's not the end of the world. Our next step is going to be making the chocolate filling. I'm showing here the creation of a double boiler because I feel like maybe some people are nervous about melting chocolate. Maybe I'm making that up because it's really simple, but I just wanted to talk about it. So I just have here a little pot of water that I'm letting boil, and I have a glass bowl here. You can use glass, you can use metal, anything that conducts heat. And I'm going to throw my chocolate chips right into there and let them just melt really gently, continuing to stir to make sure the bottom doesn't burn. But as long as you just kind of are stirring every once in a while, you really are in no danger of hurting the chocolate. Okay, so our water is at full boil. I'm just going to give a little stir. You can see the chocolate's melting so easily. This has really been in there for maximum 45 seconds or so. So they're kind of built to melt like this. Just mixing my last bits of butter into my chocolate mix. Obviously, it's still going to be a little bit grainy. That's kind of what we want. We want it to have a little bit of a grain to it, and we're going to add even more sugar on top. But you just want to make sure that all the butter is melted, all the chocolate's melted. It's one smooth, consistent. And so I'll turn my water off, and we'll go to the next step. One thing that I think is really interesting about Ottolenghi's Babka is that as opposed to telling you to roll out the dough to 1/8 of an inch thick or 1/4 of an inch thick, he instead prescribes a amount of space to fill. So he recommends a 15 by 11 rectangle. So if you look at my table, if my iPhone camera can pick it up, I have taped out and drawn lines at it to create a box for myself. The idea being that as I roll out, if I roll to fill the box exactly, I'll hit the thickness that he is specifying in his recipe, which I think is a pretty brilliant way to go about that. So we're going to take half of our chocolate filling and spread it over the pastry. Remember that we're doing this for 2 loaves, so you want to make sure you're saving enough goodness for the second one. And also, just in general, I understand the desire to really fill this with goodness, but I promise you that you're going to do yourself a disservice if you overfill the chocolate. You really want the bread to have room to breathe. The chocolate is very, very rich. And so having a little bit of that sweet dough in between the chocolate is really what you want to achieve the optimal taste. You'll also notice that I'm leaving, the recipe calls for a 3/4 inch border, and he might be right. You might want to leave a little bit more room than I'm leaving. I really have generally found that I would rather, even for just for myself as the chef, I would rather leave chocolate into the ends so that I can munch on those little end pieces after I cut it up. So again, it's like the presentable part, you're probably wasting your time to put the chocolate as far out as I am. But for me, as the chef, the one who wants to enjoy it secretly before I serve it, I'm going to put it all the way as close to the edge as I can feel comfortable with. So once you have it nice and evenly spread out, we'll go to the next step. We're close to done here. I'm going to sprinkle my pecans. A reminder that even though the recipe calls for 100 grams, here we're only doing half the 50 grams. I would also say you can toast your pecans for sure. It'll add a little additional toasty flavor. To me, the pecans are not the star of this dish, right? They're breaking up the chocolate a little bit. They're adding a satisfying crunch, but I don't really think it's necessary to toast them. I don't think you're going to really do yourself a disservice if you do or don't. And I'm also adding in just a tablespoon of that superfine sugar. Again, like I said, it's just kind of pleasing to have it be the mouthfeel of the chocolate be a little bit granular, and so we're just adding a little of that in. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to create an envelope. So I'm just brushing this side of the dough with this is just water. You do this for basically anything you're trying to seal, just adding a little bit of extra moisture that will make sure that everything seals up nice and tight. No chocolate escapes while it's baking. Just a nice little extra insurance policy. So I'm going to take from this side and just try to wrap it as tight as I can. I'm not going to really, kill myself to make sure it's as the tight as it can possibly be. Just the tighter the rolling gets, the prettier the design will be in your finished babka. So, just as much as you can, make it nice and consistent rolls all the way through until you are left with this kind of nice cigar. And so you see that wetness really just automatically sealed up that crevice, but we're just going to kind of make sure all the way down, up and around, and then I'm going to let it rest on the seam. Because again, we want to put the most pressure on that seam point just to kind of make sure it seals firmly. A small trick of the trade. One thing that the recipe doesn't mention that I think is very important is to let this roll rest for a little bit. The longer you let it rest, the more the chocolate will congeal and turn back from a liquid when it was hot back into kind of a paste or a hard ganache. And the easier it'll be for the next step. So the recipe doesn't mention that. If you want to throw it in the fridge, that's probably the easiest, and let it sit there for about 5 or 6 minutes. I don't like it to get quite that hard. I'm just going to let it sit for maybe 2 minutes. So I'm going to take a little time right now. I'm going to just make sure that the whole roll is as even as it can be. I'm going to try to push a little of the chocolate from the thickest parts to the thinner parts. I'm not going to be super successful, but I'll do a little bit of that. And then I'm just going to let it sit before I go to the next step. Our dough has rested for a minute. Our chocolate feels pretty settled. And so we're going to go to the next step. We're going to cut off about 3/4 of an inch on both sides, just so it's a nice even piece. You really just kind of let it be a guide of where the square kind of isn't fully square, where it kind of cuts off there. So we've got these 2 pieces of dough. We'll use that for some later. I'm going to flip it over, and then we're going to use the seam as kind of a center guidepost to cut the dough in half lengthwise. So, again, if you don't get it quite in half, it's not the end of the world, but you're aiming for about 50-50 on either side. At this point, you're going to start to braid your dough, your 2 dough halves. I will explain it as I do it, but I'm also right here going to cut to the illustration that Ottolenghi has in his cookbook, which I think illustrates the concept much more cleanly than I ever could. Basically, it's a challah braid, but only with two braids. And the goal should be to try to keep the chocolate and the pecans facing up, which will make the final product much more pretty to look at. You want as much of that chocolate as visible as possible. So you're going to start on one side. You'll start to twist your dough over top of itself. And then what I will do is usually when I get to the end, I find that I've let the side that I end on be a little bit tighter than the side I began on. So I'll just go back and tighten up and usually do one additional twist. I'll push everything together and kind of pinch the ends together to form a nice loaf end. And then I'm going to pick everything up right into my pre-greased and parchment papered loaf pan. Okay, so we're just going to let the dough rise for one more hour, just until it rises by about another 50%. The Ottolenghi recipe recommends that you cover it with a towel and then have the towel be lightly wet. If I had a spritz bottle available to me, I would spritz the top of this. Since I don't, I'm just going to take that same water I used to brush earlier, and I'm just going to brush a little bit of water on top. Just, you don't want to, obviously you don't want to soak it, but you want to allow enough liquid in the air that the dough is rising in to make it moist. I could not be more excited because the Babka has turned out gorgeous. Here is our final product. You can just see the beautiful brown, black, and white just all the way through. I can't wait to cut into it and see what it looks like. Before we do anything else, though, we're going to brush this whole thing with simple syrup. The recipe calls for a very saturated simple syrup. That means a lot of sugar to water. They use superfine sugar, that ground down sugar a little bit, to kind of add some additional sugar. You want it to be very syrupy. So I've got this simple syrup, just sugar and water in here. I got my brush, and I'm just going to brush along the whole thing. So you want to do it while the babka is still warm and nice, so that the liquid can get absorbed by the babka. And basically, you're going to keep going until all the liquid's gone for sure. You want to use everything that's in the container the recipe calls for. But I also just want to mention that you absolutely want to make sure that you are, as you kind of go back and forth, that the area stays wet. So as you're going through, what you'll see is that you'll brush it on, and then maybe a minute and a half or so later, the babka will dry out, the section that you just brushed. So you're going to keep going over it until you get to a place where it's so saturated that it stays wet, more than 2 or 3 minutes after. You want to keep that nice glaze on it. You want the liquid to kind of breathe through the babka, but then you also just want to have a nice shiny glaze on top. It's now been a solid 14 or 15 hours since we started this project, but I think it's all worth it because check out what we got. I mean, it's just really outstanding. I don't feel as though I worked nearly as hard as the gorgeous babka that we have produced. I am deeply pleased, and I really cannot stress enough how easy this was and really lacking of any given skill. Of course, now the real test is to see kind of the beautiful design on the inside. So let's just take a slice. And wow, yeah, you can just see there, maybe not quite as many curls as I possibly could have gotten. I think this upper section, maybe as we go a little further in, you can start to see it develop the chocolate, but you can see how nicely that syrup penetrated and how moist and delicious that cake's gonna be. Well, I don't really know how to eat on camera without looking awkward, but I have to take a bite of this, and I feel like I owe it to you to react to how delicious it's going to be. It's so moist. You really get that nice lemon zest flavor out of the dough. That really comes through really strong and beautifully. And the so nice and nutty. It's really an excellent recipe. I'm excited to try more stuff out of this cookbook. So I hope you enjoyed this. I will include